data driven testing example. Data driven testing for admin login functionality. By fetching test data from an external file. See, today I'm going to explain text file. Next, in TestNG chapter, we will use Excel also. Today, text file. Okay, without resource also, we conducted data-driven testing using Java flow control, but that is not suitable for large amount of data. If we use resource, test data file is resource, then we can use large amount of data, 20 records, 50 records, 100 records if required. Okay. Say, admin login functionality steps. We already 2-3 times discussed. Next, first prepare test data file. Suppose file name is input. See, username is only header. Username, password. See, reading time we need to skip this line. Why? It is not test data. It is only header. Next, admin at 123. Valid input. Next, Hyderabad.
Sir, we have to use tab or a space for the...
Anything. You can specify the delimiter in the test script.
Okay.
You can use comma also, or any symbol or tab, no issue. Just I am using space. I will specify the space as delimiter.
Okay, sir.
You can use any delimiter, no issue. Okay. Admin at 123. Next, admin. Next, India. Next, admin at 123. Observe, suppose 4 sets of data, test data. First, admin at 123, valid input. Last record also valid input. Middle 2, Hyderabad admin at 123, invalid username, valid password. Next, third record, valid username, invalid password. You can prepare some more records also. See, in these 4 records, 2 records valid, first and 4, 2 records invalid, 2 and 3. Okay, test data file is ready. Next, prepare the test script or test case. Just a minute. Launch Eclipse IDE. See, you just guide me, Niladri. Create admin login. For valid and invalid inputs, insert two verification points in order to increase the clarity.
Yes,
You
sir. We
know,
have to make the driver object first.
first create browser driver object in WebDriver interface.
WebDriver
WebDriver
driver
driver equal to
new
new
Firefox driver.
Firefox driver semicolon. Just import libraries. Okay.
Yes.
Next, launch admin interface. Admin interface. Driver
Driver
dot. Just a minute.
get.
Get within double quotes URL. URL. gcrit.com/build3admin. Next step, enter username.
Yes, sir.
Just first inspect elements. We already inspected in previous classes. Observe once again username. Name locator available. Name is username. Password. Name locator available. Just a minute.
Password also
Username.
for.
Password also name locator available. Password small letters. Next login
Yes.
button. ID available. TDB1. ID value is TDB1. Okay.
Yes.
Say driver dot find element by dot name of name value username dot send keys. Just a minute. Send keys. Leave the field. Will pass parameter. Parameter. Next username password. Next by dot id tdb1. See operation click. Okay, these are the normal steps. Normal steps. Launching the admin interface. Next, enter username, enter password, click on default button, login button. Okay. Next, after login successful, you can get that URL. Just a minute. Admin, admin at 123. First disable this antivirus, otherwise it is showing pop-up. Okay. You take this index.php URL. Read read or capture URL. Niladri,
Yeah.
capture the URL.
Yes, sir. String.
URL is string type data. You take string,
string URL
any meaningful name, URL equal to
driver dot
driver dot
get URL get
get
current
current
URL.
URL.
Yes.
Next, suppose if login unsuccessful, you will get a error message. Capture the error message. And one more thing, for capturing error message, one condition is there. What is the condition?
Try catch.
Pardon?
Oh,
What is the
okay.
condition? This URL not exist.
Yes. So
Just a minute. If
bracket
uh,
URL
URL, if URL, if not
URL
negative condition, one-way condition. If not so and so URL, just a minute. If not URL
URL
dot
contains
equals,
equals
if not so and so URL exists,
curly bracket.
then capture the error message. See,
Yeah.
string error message equal to, just a minute, log off inspect the element, see class locator available, otherwise you can try with another locator, class name, driver dot
Find
class
element.
name, just a minute, find element, driver dot find element by dot class
Password.
name of class name value dot
Get text.
get text. Okay. Next, write the main condition, verification point. First verification point for valid input. If
If URL
URL dot equals, next, just a minute, this one.
Sir, here instead of class name, we can also use the XPath, right, sir?
Yes, you can use.
sir,
Ah,
if you wanna use else, then we don't need to write another if statement. You can just use else,
ah,
then we just put the verify statement.
we can
We
just
don't have to write. We don't have to write another if statement. Just first if, then else, then verify. If it's not equal, then
just a minute. First if statement, then else statement. But you
yeah,
cannot write condition in else structure na. For invalid inputs also one condition is there. Suppose for valid inputs, you have to get this URL. For invalid
yes,
input, this URL not exists and this error message exists. Suppose
yes,
you are
so
not getting this URL and not getting
yes,
error message, that time using else part you can't check na.
okay.
See, observe why I am right. Now tell me why I am writing else if structure. For invalid input also condition is there. If you write else if, you can write condition. If you write just else part, no condition other than above. Getting?
Okay, sir.
Then you can write any meaningful message. Suppose SYSO control space enter, admin login. Say already I told, in order to increase the clarity of test result, you use two verification point. One verification point for valid data, another for invalid data. Otherwise, you can write single verification point, but suppose you are not getting a required URL as well as error message, that time you won't get correct output. So that's why I'm using two verification points. See, passed. Next, else if continue Niladri. Here,
Yeah.
condition or multi condition required.
Yes. Else if not
URL dot equals this one. Next, and operator and
yes.
and error message.
We have to make it
Error message dot.
This is local, so we have
local
to make
variable. Make it as class level variable. Just a minute. Otherwise, right before if. Okay. Otherwise, declare before main method. Say error message dot contains within double quotes value. Open curly braces, close. Just a minute. Admin login unsuccessful, failed. Okay, Gurnath Natarajan, are you following?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Up to this point, I got it, sir.
Driver dot close. Driver dot close. Next. Okay. This is the test case. Test case is ready, and test data also ready. Fetch test data and connect. Before that, just you perform dry run, sample run. Admin. Next, admin at 123. Perform dry run. First I am using valid inputs. Executing. Admin login successful, passed. Next, use invalid input. run the program. Admin login unsuccessful, failed. Sanjida, are you following? This test case or test script executing properly for valid and invalid inputs na? Sanjida.
Yes, sir, I'm following. But if it is data-driven testing, then, sir, you directly write the data. You are not fetching from that
See,
flat
just
file.
follow what I told. Perform dry run, sample run. I mentioned that word.
Got you, sir.
Sample run. What is the purpose of sample run? To make sure that the script is executing without errors or not. Suppose in our script some errors are there. If you use data-driven testing, what will happen? For every iteration, errors na?
Yes, sir.
First we need to perform dry run. Dry run means sample run.
Okay, sir.
That's why I used constant, means fixed values. Later I will remove the fixed values and use parameters. Just follow.
Okay, sir,
try to observe.
Sure. Okay.
Now okay, Niladri, you can leave. You can leave means just for this test case. Rahman, test case is ready, test data also ready. Fetch the test data. I think in file handling in Java chapter, we discussed read and write text files. Read and write text files. In this scenario, writing is not required, just reading. Read test data. Here two objects required, two instances. One is file reader. It opens file in read mode. Next, buffered reader. It reads data. In VB script also, we take two objects support. One is file system object. Next, another is text stream object. Rahman.
Yes, sir.
Create file reader object. Already we discussed that one. Okay. Can you guide me? Can you guide me, Preeti? Preeti.
Sir, I don't remember that one.
In file handling in Java chapter we discussed na. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, Niladri, can you guide me?
Yes, sir. We have to make a file object file dot.
File object not required. File reader, buffered reader.
Yes, file reader, buffered reader.
First create file reader instance.
Yes. Yes.
See.
File reader.
File reader.
Equal to.
Suppose file equal to new file reader of file path. File path. It opens the file in read mode. File writer also there. File writer opens the file in write mode. See, it supports forward slashes. Semicolon. Next, import libraries, import file reader java.io. Next, create buffered reader instance.
Yes, sir. Buffer reader.
Buffered reader. For example, br equal to new
buffer reader
buffered reader by
of
passing
file.
the file reader instance, we create
Yes,
buffered reader of file. Next, import. I think spell mistake. Just a minute.
Next, that one, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Next, buffered reader
Yeah.
created. Next, you make this WebDriver also static.
Yes, sir.
See. Public WebDriver driver. Observe Preeti, why we are making WebDriver driver as static?
Yes, because
Because we
Just a minute. WebDriver public static. Because say we are using driver instance in these normal statements, and in the here you can use in blocks also. Okay na?
yes, sir.
Next, just a minute. Why it is showing add throws declaration safe side. Next, Niladri.
okay. Yes, sir. A string.
We have to read line by line. Observe. First, read line by line. Every line having two fields, and split the line based on delimiter. Here delimiter is space.
Okay.
Just a minute. Before that, we have to read from second line na. First line header. So
Yes,
you
sir.
take one variable, integer variable, int count equal to, for example, 0.
Okay.
Next, string variable, string, suppose line equal to, string line, just string line.
Yes.
Okay. Next, write the loop structure.
Yeah.
While, see, irrespective of the record count, you can use while loop.
Yes. While braces
Braces
br dot
br dot
read line
read line. Br dot read line. Br dot read line.
not
Okay. At the
equal to
same time, read the line. Line equal to
okay.
br dot read line.
Not equal to empty.
Not equal to br dot read line. Not equal to
Null.
good. Null. Not equal to null. Where is the problem?
To make another brackets.
Just a minute. While br read line not equal to null, then what is the problem?
From the start, there is should be another braces. from the while, after while.
Yes, good. One more braces. Okay. Next.
Sir, this is Gurnath here, sir. I did not understand 19, 20, and 21 lines, sir.
19, 20, we are taking just two variables. We have to take line count now.
Yes, sir. Okay, got it. Sir. Okay,
line count.
Okay.
We have to read the data from second line. First line is column, that one field headers. Second line onwards we are reading. Next we have to read line by line. That's why I am taking two variables. Line data. Data is string type data. Count is integer type.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Count. Continue Neladri. Count equal to?
Count equal to plus.
Count plus 1.
Count plus 1.
Count plus 1. Next.
Like if condition.
Right condition. If count greater than 1.
Yes, sir.
Observe Preeti, why I am writing count greater than 1?
You have to skip the username and password.
You have to skip the first line. Where we need to write this closing curly braces?
After the end, sir.
After
39.
Driver dot close.
Yes. Yeah, 44. Before.
Just a minute.
Yeah, how we can close before?
Should be two curly braces because you forget to put one curly bracket for the while.
Yes, two curly braces. Observe Preeti. This last but two. This is while. While closing.
Okay.
Next, this 46th if closing. First if closing.
Okay.
Next, count greater than 1. Next, read line if count greater than 1. Read line. We already read the line. Next, split the line into two pieces. In every line we have two fields. I am taking string more than one value na. More than one field. Why it is showing this one? Just a minute. More than one field. So we have to take array. Getting this point, Aarti?
Yes, sir.
Read into array variable. Why? If you split the line, you will have more than one value na. If you want to store multiple values at a time, general variable, scalar variable is not suitable. Array variable. See, string square brackets. Next, suppose input data equal to line is string dot split. What is the delimiter? Space. You specify the space, comma, how many pieces?
2.
Semicolon. Next.
Sir, after the line dot split, in bracket we are giving the space. If we are using comma, then we have to put it there, comma, right?
Comma. Use that. Specify the delimiter.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Now, Abdur Rahman, pass Pass the parameters, Rahman. Pass parameters. Remove double quotes also. Rahman, we are reading data, input data.
Sir, can you explain the 26 statements,
Just
sir?
a minute.
This is Gurunath here.
Just a minute, Gurnath. Pass, Rahman.
Username, password.
Username, password. Where is username, password? Input data. We are reading we are splitting the line into two pieces and storing the values into this input data array variable. Now in this array variable we have two sets of data. One is username, another is password. Input of 0 first value, yes, input of 1 is second value. Say input data of 0 first value, input data of 1. See, array index starts from 1. Now tell me, Gurnath, what is the problem? 26th line.
I did not understand. String array, you are declaring array, right, sir? String array.
Just a minute, Gurnath. We are reading the line now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Reading the line. Observe.
Yes, sir.
Here, every line. Forget about this header. We are skipping the header. That's why yes, I used the count variable. Count greater than 1 means we read from second line. Okay, yes, here every line having two fields now.
Yes, sir. Got. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Admin and username and password.
Yes, sir.
We can't pass the line directly. Just we need to split the line based on delimiter. Delimiter is space. Split the line. Just a minute. Here I am splitting the line into two pieces and storing the data. See, for storing multiple values at a time, variable not suitable. Array. That's why I used string array.
Got it.
Data type is string array.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Sanjida Mukul, are you following this syntax?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a question. Where we get BR?
Where we?
Yeah, where you get BR?
BR is instance, na?
Sir, instance you created? Oh, yeah. Okay, get it.
BR is instance.
Yes, sir.
Preeti.
So that what is that input data 0, input data 1? Why we are putting 0 and 1?
First value. This? Suppose we are splitting the line into two pieces and storing into array variable. Okay. If we have two values in array variable, what is the first value index? Array's index starts from 0. First value index?
0.
Second value index?
1.
Here observe. First value. This is first value. This is second value. Then what is the problem?
Okay. No.
Okay, cool. See next after these two curly braces. Continue, Neeladri. You close the instance br dot close.
Br close.
Next file dot close.
Yes.
Okay. Observe. Run the program. See first valid input. Next invalid. Next invalid. Last one valid. Observe Aarti, observe the outputs. See we used first first set of first record valid inputs na, output is passed. Second and 3 invalid, failed. Last one again passed.